It is not personal, but it's spiritual. The same person who God has selected, that chosen one, will be the same person who's rejected the most in life. People will flock to a counterfeit version of you, meaning the person who's showing up pretending to be who God has called you to be. Catch them diamonds. And the chosen one never looks like the chosen one in the beginning, but God will start to reveal along the way. Just like that saying, everything that glitter is not gold. That's true. But see, when it comes to a chosen one, you are gold, but don't nobody know it yet because you are still going through the fire. So this is how people get tricked and hooking up with the counterfeit version of you. They'll think that you are the fake one because they cannot see everything about you that's going to manifest in your life, who you are. They can't see everything. It's like there are some people who just have that special gift or discernment to see who you are. Meanwhile, everybody else going to overlook you. And they're going to go towards the things that glitter, that stands out, because this must be the person. This must be the real one. Even when it comes to making friends, they'll go towards the people that stands out. These must be my type of people. And they'll overlook you. Same thing in relationships. Same thing in your family. I'm talking about this because a lot of you are chosen ones that God has selected to do what other people are trying to do. He has selected you. But a lot of times those people are counterfeits, and more people are going to go towards them versus you. So you're going to feel ripped off. You're going to feel left out. And you're not going to get the support that you really need in life. You're not going to get it because everybody going to overlook you because you're not shining just yet, but you are gold and you're going through that fire. I just want you to know that so you don't give up. And I'm going to show you, how that looks as well. And this is how it can look. You can go on a job and have more experience than the other people who are hiring on with you. This is a true story. You have the experience, but yet the company will pay somebody else more than you. Even though on your resume you have more experience, and they don't. They tell them, I don't have no experience. But you are the only one that have the experience. You will get paid the less. True stories. True stories. People will look at you and think that they should not give you what you deserve because something about you, it just seems like you are nobody in that moment in life. You are nobody. What you need what all of this for? True story. And this is why you will feel blessed, but also cursed. You can't figure it out. You don't know what it is. Like I said, you're supposed to be further. You're supposed to be doing something major in life. You know it. But it seems like every path that you take, there is a roadblock. This is a spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual warfare. That's what it is. That's why I say it's not personal, it's spiritual. So that's why I say you mean to tell me you think that everything in your life is just not meant to happen for you. So this is when we start to use logic. Like, well, maybe it's just not meant. Maybe God didn't want that. A lot of this be spiritual warfare because you are the person. That's why you being blocked. Think about it. Why would you be blocked all the time if it wasn't something mighty that comes along with your purpose in life? It's going to be harder for you than anybody. Mostly in your family. On your workplace, you will be targeted. Everybody pays attention to you and what you do, how you do it. You can shift the atmosphere. I done talked about this before. I'm saying this so you don't forget along the way, because this is how a lot of people end up giving up. A lot of chosen ones that God says, I selected you. I selected you. So this is when, you have other disciples that come in and talk about this. You're going to experience this because when I was going through this, I didn't have nobody to tell me this. I had to learn this along the way. True story. Catch them diamonds. I had to learn this on my own. And it's hard when you got to learn it on your own because don't nobody got no spiritual, knowledge about anything. You see what I'm saying? So it's not personal. This is just spiritual because you are the one. You are gold and you going through the fire. Right now, people can't see you. But God is going to reveal you to people over time to show them who you really are, who you really were the whole time. You were somebody to God the whole time. You may not be nobody to a lot of people, but you are somebody to God. Don't you forget it. Catch them diamonds. No matter how many roadblocks that you may encounter, if you stick with God and in His will, God will reroute you and get you right back on the path that He has predestined for you. No matter what people say, no matter how much they talk down on you, speak against you, try to pray against you, try to throw dark things at you, it's not going to work if you stay in the will of God. Come on, catch them diamonds. It's not going to work. It's not personal. It's just spiritual. The chosen one is going to go through hell and high water all the time. It's going to be very frustrating. And if you're experiencing that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You just have to reset your mind and continue to move in faith. You're going to have to. You're going to have to. You're going to find yourself taking a lot of deep breaths all the time. If you have to reset your mind and get alone and isolate yourself, do that. But don't you ever let nobody stop you from everything that God has for you. Because a lot of people leave this world and never see the promises of God. Come on now. Catch them diamonds. A lot of people leave this world without fulfilling their purpose all the time. And you're not going to be one of them. I speak life over you. You see what I'm saying? I speak life over you. I speak new energy, new strength within you. It's not personal. God doesn't have it out for you, but the devil does. Come on, catch them diamonds. It's not God. It's the enemy trying to block you from breaking every yoke in your life and other people's around you. It is the enemy. I want to tell you that it gets easier, but it doesn't. It doesn't get easier. We just get stronger. You see what I'm saying? We just get stronger. We get stronger in our faith. We get stronger in willpower. We get stronger in our prayer life. We get stronger in speaking over our life. We get stronger with using the word of God in our life against what we see coming against us. We just get stronger in life. That's it. Everything else is just going to keep coming at you. But if you stay in God's will and stay in the word of God and start practicing the things that God teaches us, you practice that in your everyday life. Then you learn how to use those spiritual weapons against those that's coming against you, right? Catch them diamonds. It's not personal. This is spiritual. And you're going to see this. It's like you're going to give 100 and get back 20 all the time. You're going to always feel like you're giving, overextending yourself. You're going to always feel like that. And you're going to feel like you're always getting back, 20%. You give 115, but you get back 20, 25. It's like you don't see enough coming back. And it's always going to feel like that. It's going to always seem like that. And I'm going to tell you something that comes to mind. A lot of times when we feel like we're not getting enough back in life, maybe for a chosen one, we're looking for a material return. But for us, God gives you a spiritual return, meaning more mantle in your spirit, more spiritual discernment, more spiritual gifts, like more spiritual authority. Maybe that's what we get along the way in the journey, because the material things, it really doesn't matter, because those things can be added unto us. But on our journey, we're looking for this material, investment or, a return. But it's like, no, you need more spiritual mantle. You need more spiritual authority for what I'm calling you to do. It's not the new house you need. It's not the marriage that you need. It's not having, maybe having a baby. That's what you want to do. But right now, I have to equip you with more spiritual authority, because we're not done yet. I know that you want to build your home, meaning the things that, that's been on your, maybe your vision board in life. God knows about your vision board, but there is a purpose, a kingdom purpose that he has to establish through us first. You see what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. Catch them diamonds. And I'm going to close my message by saying, it doesn't matter who got it wrong about you, because God didn't. It doesn't matter who overlooked you, because God didn't. So keep your mind focused on God, because everything else doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter about who cheated you, because God is going to make it up to you. And one day, God is going to prepare a table in the presence. Catch them diamonds.